Hey guys, so I guess you would say this is a part 2 to the bullying video. There's a lot of things I wanted to include, but I had to cut out because the video was originally 3 hours long. Nobody wants to watch a 3-hour long video, and I personally don't want to edit a 3-hour long video. I wasn't just bullied by students, I was also bullied by some of my teachers. It wasn't that bad with teachers until my senior year of high school. In my senior year of high school, I took college prep class because at that time I was planning on going to college. They also preach it a lot, all through middle school and all through high school, that college is important and you have to go to college to be successful. That's not true, but at that time, I believed that. So I was like, okay, I gotta go to college. My grades were good. In sophomore year, you have to take a test to be able to graduate. You start taking it your sophomore year because some people have to retake it. For me, I didn't have to. I passed every single subject right away, and in history, English, and science, I scored above in a lot of those categories. Because of that, they wanted to put me in AP history, and I nicely declined because that was just too much work. So I took college prep. This teacher never liked me. She didn't like me because she had the wrong answer, and I pointed it out, and it turns out it was the wrong answer. She was wrong, and I was right. And she didn't like that, and I wasn't trying to be rude. I was very polite about pointing it out to her, but I guess she didn't like that a student had the right answer and she didn't. Ever since then, she made my life miserable. I turned in my paper. She said that it was wrong, and I said, okay. So I erased everything. When you're writing out equations, it's a lot of work. So I erased it all. And right when I erased it, she said, oh, by the way, everything you had there and the answer, it was right. I said, what? She said, it was right. I just, my bad. And she laughed. That happened more than once. Another time she made me erase an answer saying it was wrong. She told me because I got the answer wrong, as a punishment, no teacher does this wasn't a thing. She wanted me to run around in the room in a circle. She knew I had asthma. She had me run around in the room over and over again. Here I am, just running around in circles around these desks. My asthma's starting up. There's no windows open. There's no fan. I looked and felt like an idiot at that time. So then she laughed and told me, you had the answer all along. Then I knew that she just hated me. She wasn't putting my grades into the computer. She was accidentally losing my test scores. And then I had to come in after school to retake the test because she accidentally lost my test scores. When she accidentally lost them, she accidentally lost them like 5 times. That's no accident. She wanted me to run something to the office, so I did. The time I come back, she locks me out of the classroom. I knock on the door. There's like this little window. She took the blinds. What'd she do? Pull them down. I walked around the school because what else was I going to do? I mean, she locked me out of the classroom, wouldn't let me in, and told me I couldn't come in. It was getting out of hand, so then I got out of her class. I was in fashion and design. The one assignment was to make a dress. Everyone had 4 to a group except for me. I wasn't assigned to a group. She's like, do it on your own. I was like, okay. Making a dress by yourself is extremely difficult because you had someone holding the mannequin still, you had someone measuring, someone cutting. I was doing all that by myself. So I made the dress. I was so proud of myself. I went and turned it in. She told me to sit it on the table, and I did what she told me to do. I sat it on the table, and she said she will get it later. 2 weeks went by, and I said, hey, everyone else got their dresses back. Where's mine? And she's like, oh, you never turned yours in. And I said, I did turn mine in. Where is it? I said, you told me to sit it on the table because you were busy. And she said, oh, yeah, I threw that away. I was so angry. She threw it away. She said, yeah, I threw that away. You're not going to get a grade on that. I was so mad because I worked so hard on that. Everyone else had 4 people working with them. I was working by myself, making a dress that fits me. You know how difficult it is to sew a dress and design a dress and have it finished in a week? That is difficult. She's like, yeah, I'm going to just have to give you an F because I don't have it. I threw it away. She was my neighbor. She was nice as a neighbor. Terrible teacher. I took my ACT. I went on a Saturday. That was who was in charge of giving the test. I finished, and I said to the teacher, I'm finished, and when you finish, you can leave. She came over and she said, now I bubbled in these answers very neatly. She says to me, I don't like the way you shaded in your bubble. And I said, what do you mean? I shaded in just like you're supposed to. And she starts erasing my answers and says, let me just bubble it in for you, which sounded very suspicious. I'm like, what do you mean you're going to rebubble it in for me? What's wrong with it? She's like, I just want to do it for you. Can I do it for you? I didn't think anything of it because I'm like, okay, she's a teacher. So I got my test scores back. It says I answered 0 questions. I answered them all. She erased everything. You have a choice between taking it at your school or a different school. So I took it at a private school. I got my score back and I did good. I was accepted by colleges. I was going to be an ultrasound technologist. I worked so hard to the point where I wore myself out. Everything that the whole school was putting me through, the teachers, the students, I didn't want to go to college. I can always go later. So towards the end of my senior year, you would have a meeting with your teachers and I'd be like, okay, what college are you going to? Where did you get accepted? And I said, I got accepted here and here, but you know what? I'm not going. And they said, what? I said, I'm not going. They looked at me like I just committed a crime. I could always go to college if I want. I have my transcript. I have my scores. I can go to college whenever I want. I just was so worn out that everything that people were putting me through, and I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, I just didn't want to go to college. And that's fine. I don't think you really have to go to college to be successful. It depends on what you want to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I might do it in the future. I'll take a year or 2 off and find out what I really want in life. When I graduated, the one teacher that gave me a hard time, keep in mind I got good grades, so I don't know why she would even say something like that. I walked down the stage and she said, congratulations, I can't believe that you actually made it through. That's real nice of you. I had good grades. If you guys are getting pressured into college or getting bullied, just know that I've been there. You will get through it, whatever you choose, as long as it's not hurting you or anyone else. I think you will be fine.